Okay guys, today we're going to be making stickers. So the very first thing we want to do is we want to make sure we download our images. Now, here's a particular image that I found and I am going to save it. So right click on it, save image as, and you can put it on the desktop. Make sure you always label with your name, and then you can just put a number if you downloaded more. So for example, the first one is going to have my name, save it. Then I want to also get this picture, save it. Just make sure it's JPEG or PNG files. Those are the two files that we want to save. So again, I'm going to put on my desktop and then save it under my name. And the reason for that is because when we go to our pictures, it'll be easier to identify which ones are yours versus other students. And just pick one more just to prove a point. They've all been JPEGs. So I've been very lucky. If you can't, just make sure you select a few pictures so that we can create a sheet of possible stickers. So right here, I just want to save that one. Okay, so now that you have all your pictures, you're going to open Cricut Design Space if it's not already opened. From there, you're going to go ahead and go to new project right here at the top. Now that we have our new canvas, you're going to upload the pictures that you just downloaded. You can do that in many ways. You can just browse through your folder and then go to your downloads and find them there. Personally, what I like to do is I save them on my desktop. So I'm just going to drag and drop. So here are the pictures that I'm working with. Go to complex, continue. I don't like this background on it, so I'm just going to click on it and see what it deletes. And then I can go to preview and notice that it creates a perfect file here. So then I'm going to apply and continue, and make sure you select print and cut. Otherwise, you're just selecting a blank and you don't want that. Now notice that the name is imported. That's why it's important that you label them correctly. And then you're going to just do that for all of your files. Again, you can go to the downloads, but I like to see what I'm importing. So just click and drop, continue, apply, and then upload. This one is just a square, so I didn't need to remove the background, but you're going to need upload as many files that you chose. So now these are the ones that I'm going to use to create my pictures. So I want to add all of my files, click on them, and then go to add a canvas. Then from here, we're going to maneuver whatever it is that we want to do to these. So notice that some of them are too big, so you're just going to size them correctly. These are available in our Google Classroom. If you wanted access to them, what you will need to do is just go to Google Classroom. That's if you're logged in. Go to the arts and crafts, and then if you go to classwork, you're going to see here where it says SVG Cricuts for SVG files. And then we do have some Halloween stickers already made for you, just because that's the theme right now, but you can find as many themes as possible here. Click on Halloween, and then you'll be able to find stickers or any other images you may like. So that's another option if you don't want to look online for them. So back to Cricut Design Space, that's where I got this one from, you guys. So here's this. I want to make that my picture. I want Jason, but keep that one the same. For these, you guys, I always recommend adding a background. So for this one here, the best background option, and I'm going to show you a variety of them, is to do what's called an offset. And you can choose how big or how small you want that offset. The offset is just going to create a really clean cut line for this sticker. We know that Cricuts don't have perfect cuts, so sometimes you'll see like a little bit of extra of material on it. So again, that's about as big of an offset I want, and I want my offset to be, you can choose the color. I always say go right here to the right and choose the offset, and then you can change the color. For this one, maybe I want to make it white, so I'm just going to select both and make sure you click on flatten, because what that's going to do is the Cricut is only going to cut through the outside. If you don't do that, then Cricut is going to create two cuts, ruining your sticker. So make sure you always flatten it and then size it accordingly. Again, we'll talk about sizing in a minute. What I also wanted to talk about is, what if I just wanted this one to be a squared? Well, right now, Cricut will cut around all of this. And again, although I like offset is my preference, but just for this purpose, I'm going to add a rectangle in the back of this picture, or maybe a square right here, and then right click, send to front, and say if I did want this square right there, if I wanted the picture to cut out, the Cricut is going to cut around this. Again, select your color, maybe I want it white, and then select both, and then hit flatten. What Cricut is going to do is just cut the square, not the actual things. Again, that's not my personal preference, so I'm going to unflatten and then just add the offset, because I just think it looks so much better when you do an offset. That way it cuts around your sticker, not around anything else. And I'm liking the black background on this, so I'm just going to select both and flatten so that it just creates it that way. If you wanted to, what you could do is also go to shapes and say, for example, I wanted to make that like right here. Just make sure it stays within your picture, centered, select both and go to slice. What that's going to do is it got rid of everything I didn't want, and it just kept the image in the center. And now the Cricut is going to cut around this. Delete anything that it doesn't need to be there. And then when the Cricut cuts these are just going to cut as squares. So these are images that I want to keep as is, because you can also do that. This one, the stickers had already, the offset, it's already prepared for you, so you didn't even need to mess with those stickers. And then, okay, so I want to make sure that everything fits into one page, and I want to maximize my space. So I know that I can get a few stickers extra in here. So I'm going to go to cancel. And then what you'll want to do is you want to create a shape right here. And we want to make this shape unlock by selecting the lock here. We want to make this 7.44 by 9.94. Hit enter, and this will allow us to print all of the stickers onto one sheet. So again, I'm going to send this to the back, and I'm going to put my pictures right on top so that I can know how many stickers I can fit in here. Maybe that's, you know, I wanted 1.5. You can change the settings, by the way, at the top, or you can just drag on the corner. So notice again, I can fit a few more pictures in here. Maybe I want duplicates of this, so I just right click on it, and maybe I want them different sizes. You can fit them, duplicate, or you can add more pictures from the internet. That's entirely up to you. Just try to fill in as many as you can, so that way you can get as many stickers per paper without wasting anything. I'm the type of person that likes to take advantage of every single bit of material, which is why I do this. And you can rotate the picture, wait for the arrows to turn, and then you can size these accordingly. Okay, so now you want to hide that square, so just click on the eye. And then for these, you're going to click on attach, so that when we go make it, it's going to tell us how to fix it. So we can do auto resize, and it'll tell you right here, or we can change the page size depending on what kind of paper we have. But my suggestion is, oops, Control Z to undo. When you make it, we just did the auto resize, and the computer will know to change it automatically so that they all fit into the one size. So that's exactly what we want to do, you guys. Make sure you do that so that when we print your stickers, they're ready to be printed out and we don't have to spend time doing this for you.